Good evening, bargainers. And tonight, we level up. Now, first and foremost, before we begin this video, allow me to introduce you to my wife and my special assistant, the Glock 17, man's best friend. She is currently clear, safe, and empty, and ready for this review. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to more pressing matters. What I have for you today is the Lasermax Guide Rod Laser. First and foremost, I don't normally do reviews on guns, but being in law enforcement, I am pro-gun, pro-Second Amendment, the whole nine. You know, nowadays, gun control is a bit of a touchy subject, but for those who are, like myself, are in law enforcement, and you know where we stand on that. This is a great product. Prior to me purchasing this, I've done research and I've looked at multiple different laser systems for my Glock, and pretty much the majority of them required that I get a new holster, and that was basically what I was trying to avoid. But then I stumbled upon the Lasermax Guide Rod Laser, and I did some more research on it, and I found out that it might be worth the $230 that I paid for it. So just came in the mail today, and what we're gonna do is go ahead, unbox it, install it into my Glock 17. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on towards the unboxing. Turn this over. Nice little tin over here. First and foremost, we have an envelope with the Lasermax logo. And inside said envelope, we have the instruction manual. We should probably read it, but we're not. Next, we have a box of goodies with all the necessary tools. We'll open that next. And then last but not least, we have the guide rod itself. Looks pretty nice. And I think that is it. But you never know. There's always, sometimes there are some nice hidden surprises. Nope, no surprises left. That is all you get. So put everything back here, and let's focus on the guide rod. So now we're gonna go ahead and install the guide rod laser. Simply move this over here. Simply install it the same way that you would normally install your original guide rod. Only difference is, you know, you have a new guide rod. Wherever you see the plus sign, you want to install the plus sign facing upwards. And just simply put it in the hole right here. I personally hold on to it and give it a nice little push, and that's pretty much it. And if you can tell, it's on. So we're going to set this to the side. We're going to move on to the bottom part. Now what we have to do is we have to remove the original slide lock and put in our new slide lock. And they give you all the tools that you need. They give you a nice little metal stick to be able to remove everything, to be able to take off the pressure off the spring. They give you a brand new spring. It's pretty much like your old spring. The only difference is, you know, it has a nice little curvature to it, and then a brand new slide lock. So first and foremost, you need to find the spring, the original spring, which is in here, and just apply a little bit of pressure using the stick. turn your gun over to the side, and your slide lock comes out. So this is the original slide lock, comes out. So you're done with that. Now next, if you look on the bottom where your slide lock was, if you look off from the side, you should be able to see your spring coming off from an angle. Simply take the metal pipe, put it in there, and just give it a nice little push. Do it from this angle. And at that point, you should see your spring. Slide it out. So this is your original spring. And place it over here. Really, really easy. And after that, take your new spring, put into the same spot that your old spring was in, using your metal stick, slide it into place. Now, the new slide lock has a nice little notch to it. It has a white indicator right here, and it has two little teeth in the bottom. And then it has two yellow dots are going to face the shooter. So they're going to be installed this way, with the white dot facing towards the barrel of the gun. So what you'll do, installation is just as simple as removing it. Simply take off a little bit of pressure off your new spring, and you slide your new slide lock in. And since this is a new slide lock and a new spring, I have to add just a little bit more pressure, and that's it, you're done. So you should hear a nice click from either angle. This being off, this is being on, and this is being off, and this is being on. So it's ambidextrous, so you can use it for any angle. And you're pretty much done. Next thing you do is, as you can tell, the laser is still strobing. Space you take, your slide, you're good to go. So now if you want to turn it on, that's a little hard. Wow, that's really hard. So if you want to turn it on, there you go. Just give it a nice little press, and it's on. And then off. So on, off, on, off. So now you go. There you go. So what you can do is just give your gun a couple of times. Make sure everything's working. You're good to go. So it's a little bit hard right now because everything's brand new. So what I would do, just give it a little play, and eventually, it'll loosen up just a tad bit. Just so you can, even right now, it's getting a little bit easier. I get used to it. So what you can do, just set it on the off position, and basically train yourself. So as you're drawing your weapon, just give it a nice little press. Still hard, but give it a nice little press inwards, and then you have your laser, you have your lights. So just give it a nice little look, and pretty bright. Nice little press. So whichever way, and of course, if you're drawing your weapon out from this side, you're left-handed, drawing your weapon out, you activate the laser. Same thing, right-handed, left-handed. Again, this is really hard right now, so because it's new, so it's a little hard. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I add a little bit of oil around here, is it going to make it easier for me to maneuver it. So let's go ahead and do that. So I figured out what the issue was. Apparently, yeah, it's much easier now. Apparently, this came out of the slide just a tad bit, and because it came out, I guess it was being gripped by the slide lock over here, and what happened was, because of that, it was adding extra pressure onto the slide lock. The last thing you want to malfunction is your gun. Your car can malfunction, your wife can malfunction, your kids can malfunction, but not your gun. This is your lifeline, and it's a great idea. You don't really need to adjust it or any way, shape or form, because it's supposed to be zeroed in already out the box, so there's no adjustment. This is something that I would honestly love to have, instead of having to switch out my holster, getting a brand new holster just so I can have a Lasermax gun. If you want to show support to my channel, simply hit the notification bell, like or dislike this video depending on how you feel, and feel free to comment on what you think I should review next. And most importantly, subscribe, share this video with friends or family or whomever you think would really enjoy this. It's fun, it's free, and who doesn't like free? I know I do.